Hey crafty friends, Jana here, part of the Kat Scrappiness creative crew. Welcome to our Sassy Chickens release hop. This is a giveaway hop, so make sure you check out the description box below. Look at those look at all that sassiness. I was gonna say those sassy girls, but they could be sassy roosters too. So I chose this one that has her little feather boa. Is that weird? A chicken wearing a feather boa? And I'm also using the hen house craft die as well. And we're going to make a shaker card today. So let's dive on into it. I'm going to add just a little bit of texture to the embossed lines that are already on the paper, just to kind of give it some wood, a hint of wood looking planks. Her little runway, because she's flaunting it, and I'm going to do the whole thing. So this is a giveaway hop, and if you check the description box below, you will find a playlist as well that will take you along to each of the design team members. Just hit play all and you will automatically be advanced from one designer to the next. This collection is so fun. There is the stamp set, there's a coordinating die set, there's the hen house set, and there is also a coordinating paper pack. It's all fantastic. The paper pack is wonderful. There's some really great pattern papers in there that go perfectly with all the chickens. And I love this set. I have chickens, and so this was just kind of close to my heart here. And I thought, what better way to do it than to make this hen house into a shaker card with some of the new embellishments that were just released as well. I've got petal pink shaker dots, magenta shaker dots, and vintage lace embellishment mix. So I've got my little piece of acetate. You can see on the back here, I was trying to decide if I was going to use my markers or if I was going to do some ink blending. So I did it on the back to try and see because no one was going to ever see it. But here you see it. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to attach my acetate over the door and the little window on the top. I'm not doing anything with the window on the top, but just go along with it. It's all good. So we're going to get that attached. I just cut a square, well, it's kind of a little steeple looking piece that fits over everything, and I'm going to tap that down. And I do use adhesive, liquid adhesive. It just makes the acetate stick better for me. So I set that aside and let it dry for a little bit, and then I die cut a piece of craft foam. And then this is going to go between or after the acetate. So I'll have my hen house die cut, my acetate piece, my craft foam, then my shaker bits are going to go into where the little doorway is, and then I am going to put another piece of acetate over the back, only because I have not yet perfected the skill of putting like the back on top of the shaker card or laying all the little bits on the other part. And the little shaker dots, man, they're staticky, but they also take off and they will roll across your table. So I had just a little tiny bit of glue squishing out there, and I just take a Q-tip and clean that up. Easy peasy. So I'm going to take my little smusher tool and just give it a good press to make sure that it's really adhered, because we don't want any escapees. All right, so then I have that all ready to go, and we are going to add we're going to make our mix. Sorry, words are really hard today. Make our mix of shaker parts that are going to go inside our window there. And I completely overfill it. I overestimate the amount that I need, and you really don't need very many. And I do pick out, kind of out of the vintage lace mix, I do pick out some of the larger pearls and the seashells, because they just didn't go. But I left like the little flowers and all the little shiny parts that are in there. These mixes are fantastic. So make sure you travel on over to catscrappiness.com and check out everything that's new. Not just the stamps and stamp sets, but all the embellishments as well. Kat has been busy stocking the shop with some amazing goodies. So yeah, just picking out the bigger ones and the ones that didn't match. The pearls are too big for the thickness of craft foam that I used. Had I used a double layer, it would have been okay. So I've just got a couple more, and then you'll see when I put this into the little doorway, it's way too much. So I dump it back out, thin it down a little bit, and now I have a mix to use on another card, which, since pink is my favorite color, I will definitely be using this mix again. See, those little shaker dots, they jump. They jump out of my tray, and they stick to my fingers. They're like little hopping beans. So there is all of that part. So let's get that's my little backing piece of acetate that you saw me grab there. So you see, I fill it up, and I'm thinking, that's a lot of shaker bits. So let's pare this down just a little bit. So I'm just going to push those back into my little tray, and that's a lot better. But I'm missing some of the flowers, so we're going to go back and forth. Eventually I get it together. It's been a day. But you know, if that's the least of my worries, how many shaker bits I got in my shaker card, I'm doing pretty good. So let me know in the comments, do you like making shaker cards? Kat has a bunch of shaker die sets in the shop as well, so make sure you check those out. So I've got my backing piece, and I'm just going to put that over the doorway, and that just traps all of my little embellishments inside there because I don't want them escaping. And then we're going to go ahead and set that aside and let that adhesive dry, and there will be no escaping. It's all good. So we're going to let that dry while we put our card backing together. And I have some pieces that I have die cut. Along with the pieces that I die cut, I also have a background that I just stenciled some clouds onto. And to cut the grass, you can use the slimline grass border. There's also a grass border in the pop-up add-on set as well. So I've just got some clouds because, you know, she's out on a nice day. And we're going to get that down, and then my layers of grass, which I just cut one, you know, taller than the other. And we'll get those laid down, and then we'll get our hen house positioned on there just right. And that's when you'll really be able to see just how adorable that hen house is, especially as a shaker card. I just had to do it. I had to make it a shaker card. It's so fun. So if you've been hopping along, if you caught the Instagram hop as well, let me know what you think of these sassy chickens. Their sentiments and stuff are hilarious. It cracks me up. I've had so much fun designing with this set. So let me know, are you a chicken fan? Do you have chickens? Have you had chickens in the past? Just let me know. I love my girls. They are so entertaining. So let's get our house down on our base here, and then we can get her positioned just right. And she takes a little finagling to get positioned on where I wanted her to go. But in my head, she's coming down the ramp from the coop like she's walking the runway. I don't know if you all ever do that, but I make up little stories for the characters in my card as to, you know, what they're doing. It keeps me entertained as I'm creating, but it also helps my creative process, kind of like, okay, she'd be here doing this, you know, she's got her hand up, she's showing off her flower in her hair and the ring on her finger, and she's got her feather boa, which that still cracks me up. And I did add a little bit of sparkle to her. You can kind of see the light catch it there. And so we're going to get her walking the runway, coming out of the coop like she is the queen of sass. But yeah, I always make up a little story about not just my chickens, about my characters on my cards. I don't know, that's just how my brain functions. Um, but it makes it funnier in my head when I see the card. But it really does help my creative process for me if there's a story. So we're going to get her going down, and then I just need to grab my sentiment, which I picked the happy birthday chick. I stamped that out. I die cut, and I actually die cut two, so it's kind of thick. And we're going to get that glued on, and that is it. So remember, y'all, check out the description box below. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. And then also, if you hit play all on that playlist, you will get to see all of the designers that are participating in this hop. So we're going to get this laid down on our card base, and we will be done. I would love it if you've liked my video, if you would give me a thumbs up there. And if you enjoyed it, hey, subscribe and you will be notified when I go live or when I upload another video. I've got a bunch coming out this next week, so if you want to be notified, hit that bell. So there we are, all done. I just love a shaker card. And she's just the queen of sass there. Thank you all. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of the hop. And I will see you next time. Bye.